Good morning. It's time for your DashCamDeets. Let's get started. Oh, and I have a special guest for you today, so we're gonna go pick him up. But first, I got a couple stories to tell you about. You've been hearing about this woman who was shot and killed in Las Vegas after a road rage incident, and some things have been coming out that's been kind of like making us question what's really happening with this story. A mother was teaching her daughter how to drive, and apparently some guy did some road rage, came up to her car, beating on her window. At some point, she went and got her son who had a gun, then goes and finds the guy, and then they have a shootout, and then she gets shot and she died like a couple days later on Valentine's Day. In itself, like, why did you go back? Now it turns out they found the guy who was in the shootout because he was missing for a couple days, and they know this guy, and the family's upset. So there's a lot more to that story, and I think some things will come out. Why did you have to go get someone with a gun to escalate that situation? If you knew him, did you know he already had a gun? So that's kind of crazy.
Can I get in?
Yes.
What's up?
Hey, we got Dave Morales in the car.
Hi, how you guys doing today?
Seatbelt.
I know, it's the law.
Yeah, it is. You
Yes.
are with BackstageOnline.com.
Yes, BackstageOnline.com is an online entertainment website based here in Houston, Texas. Entertainment news, we do events as well. Perhaps maybe somebody's won movie passes from us or concert tickets and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do that.
I see you flying to London sometimes. Y'all need to follow him on Facebook because he is everywhere.
It's fun, yeah, and I'm also a film critic.
Okay.
So at Box 26 here in Houston. And also I do a radio show at 104.1 KRBE. And it's a big weekend for us, ladies and gentlemen, because the Oscars are coming up this weekend.
How'd you know that's what I was going to ask you about?
Did you, were you really?
I was. Best Picture.
You know, I think Best Picture is, my prediction is Boyhood. And I'm excited about it because that's a Texas film.
Okay.
Richard Linklater, who lives in Austin.
Okay.
And Eller Coulter, who's the kid that they show him in 12 years. It's a story about a boy growing up and becoming a man.
Oh, this is a movie that took 12 years to
12
make.
years to film, and they shot for maybe 5 or 6 days.
Award.
Yeah, and it's an incredible film. It's long. So, I mean, you have
because it took 12 years to make.
Well, it takes 12 years to watch. No, but just kidding. It's a story about life. It's a story about growing up.
Everybody needs to watch a story about life.
Yeah. Now I will throw. There you go. I will throw this in there though. I think that the film that has a lot of momentum right now is Birdman.
Okay.
And I actually got to interview.
That's what I said.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, we got a bet going here right now. I say Boyhood, she says Birdman.
Yeah.
Birdman. I interviewed Michael Keaton, and we aired it there on Fox 26.
How cool is that you get to interview people that are in movies, famous actors and actresses that we all want to meet?
It's cool. You know, you know what I found out is that these people are just people. First couple of months, I was like, wow, there's Cameron Diaz. There's, you know, I'm like, wow.
Do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Do you know who you are?
I said, you know who I am? I'm from H-Town.
Hey, the Chargers and the Raiders are going to get their own stadium, possibly. Did you hear about that?
I did hear about that.
What are your thoughts?
Well, they announced it yesterday, and really the root of the story is the fact that the San Diego Chargers and the Oakland Raiders can't get a brand new stadium deal in their own market. And here's the thing, those two compete against each other.
Right.
They're in the same division, if I'm not mistaken.
How's that going to work? Practice.
And it's going to be their home field, so it's like
so home against home?
Yeah, that game's going to be crazy, but how do you put like Oakland Raiders in Los Angeles playing home games? You know, the Raiders used to be in Los Angeles many, many years ago.
Now they're trying to go back.
And now they're trying to go back, and I don't know if they would change the name to the LA Raiders. I would assume they would. But
that's going to make a lot of people in Oakland upset.
It's going to make a lot of people in Oakland upset. Although those fans are really hardcore. In fact, the Texans were supposed to go to LA. The franchise was supposed to go to Los Angeles.
Nobody has time for that.
There you go, including LA, and that's why we got it. We got the Texans, baby.
Okay, the dating scene. There's a study that came out that men and women misinterpret signals. So if I like a guy and I think I'm giving them, you know, good vibe, friendly signals, you know, that I'm attracted, they don't get it. And if a guy likes a girl, they give them signs, and the female doesn't get it. So what are you? I mean, do you see that often?
Well,
because people call the radio station, I'm sure.
Right, they do, especially around Valentine's Day, which just happened. My tip, actually, it's kind of funny, is maybe we should just all revert to what dogs do, and that's smelling everybody. No, I know. There will be no mixed signals in that one. Trust me.
You will be in jail. The people should be more open and just say, "Hey, guess what? I like you."
Maybe if somebody asked for somebody's phone number and you just met them.
Yeah,
you know, that's a little
it's
awkward.
a little awkward.
So, I think if you, here's what my suggestion is.
All right.
Go take it old school, take it old fashioned, and you know, just be friendly and
that's what the study
and
said.
Initiate. Really, I didn't read the study. I didn't know about this.
You're already. You should be a therapist.
If you like somebody, be like, you know, maybe write a note or just say, you know, no.
Yes, no, maybe. Circle one.
Hey, actually, you know, that worked in 8th grade. I'm sure it would work right now.
You know, people take selfies. And people, there was a kid in Texas who was arrested for stealing a car. And you know how they proved he stole the car?
Tell me.
He was shooting a video of himself singing Drake. How about now?
Well, he's got good taste in music.
Yeah, they found the video in his phone. And they found other pictures of him involved in other auto theft situations.
There was a show called America's Dumbest Criminals.
Yes, and he is the star.
And I think that is the MVP right there.
So you need to tell everybody where they can find you.
Yes, Twitter is at DaveBackstageOL. I'm on Facebook, Dave Morales from Houston, H-Town. I'm from Houston.
You know the deal. DashCamDeets, at DashCamDeets, at WLB Miller TV. And of course, as always, #Fox26 for life. Peace.